All right. Last 23K of stage 6 of the 2018 Tour de France.
Tour de France, Tour de France. It's whatever.
What's going on here with Astana?
I think they're just having maybe not quite satisfied with their team time trial performance, so they're just practicing some more.
Should we change the name of this video so people know that we're not just live from video? Live from Mevo?
Yes.
I'm going to change that. 6 live companion show.
Do we want to do like intro?
Yeah, we could do an intro.
What are they doing? They've got 5 riders back here behind the team car. They must have had, like, Quintana or Valverde must have had something happen.
I thought, was that Movistar back or no? Fulsang.
Oh, no, that was Astana.
Fulsang is a minute 40 back.
Oh gosh.
Well, 30 seconds behind the peloton. That's not good.
No.
He was kind of my dark horse for the Tour.
Oh, he should stick with cheese and meat with a side of olive oil. That is a fantastic suggestion. That's the kind of diet I'd want if I were racing the Tour de France. And I'm hungry now. Yeah, so Fuglsang is way back there.
And is this Gaviria pulling for Quickstep?
Yeah, I think they're going with Gilbert. Lampert's
on the
back there. He is probably saving it.
No, it's all for Alaphilippe. Alaphilippe, Flèche Wallonne winner.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, I feel like Gilbert is maybe the backup.
Maybe they'll send Gilbert up first. He'll set an attack from farther down on the climb, and then they'll have it. Obviously peloton chasing. Once he gets caught, or if he gets caught, then you'll have a counter from Alaphilippe. That's probably what they'll do.
You think they're going to 1-2 it?
Yeah.
That's a good strategy, but man, these guys are like, they're pulling so hard when they get to these climbs. You don't see a lot of 1-2 tactics, but Gilbert has such an insane punch.
Yeah.
I could see that maybe working, and they'll have to chase him because he could.
There's no choice.
He could win it. Yeah, yeah.
He is also a threat.
That is a good card to play. I would love to see them use that move. Is this Martinez getting gapped?
Oh. Yeah, I think so. Man, a lot of these guys are getting gapped on this. It's just this, like, little climb.
They've got to be coming up on the mirror here soon.
Yeah. Yeah,
this is just the run into the mirror.
Yeah, look at this. The field is just, guys are coming off the back.
Oh, man.
Look at that. On the front, invisible arrow bars.
There's
just
Lawson.
Drilling it.
I think Lawson's safe.
Astana's just weaving their way back up.
Wow.
Not Astana. Yes, Astana.
Astana, yeah. They're just, that's a peloton right there. I think they're going to get there.
Yeah.
That's super impressive.
Like I said, team time trial practice.
They didn't have the best team time trial, though. I mean, where is Fulsang in the overall 53 seconds down?
Yeah.
So,
it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great.
Yeah.
Although I don't think they necessarily could expect to beat Sky or BMC.
Because he was one of the first few riders, along with Nibali, that kind of made it through that first week unscathed. I really love how things played out from the team time trial, where like guys with weaker team time trial teams managed not to lose time, and then guys that have strong team time trial teams lost time. The only guy that had a sick team time trial team and is a GC favorite that didn't lose any time in those first few stages was Dumoulin. Like, if you look at the GC, he's really the top GC rider.
Yeah, well,
overall here.
he's been quiet in the first week, and I think that's a good thing in this first week. You don't really want your name to be out there unless you're a sprinter in week 1.
Yeah, we're getting some viewers here. I'm FloBikes senior editor Ian Dille.
And I am FloBikes intern Preston Glace.
And yeah, watch the Tour de France with us. Tell us who your picks are, who you expect to go for the win today.
20K left. We've got a good breakaway made up of all continental teams.
And this is going to be perfect because we're going to see them come through the finishing line and then they're going to loop back around and do it again. So we'll have a small preview of who's looking good.
Yeah.
We'll be able to have our very subjective take on who's nose breathing and who's suffering. But the carnage already is insane.
Yeah, there are guys just getting blown out of the back of the field, and this is just the appetizer for the finish.
Yeah, this is sort of the last gasp here for the breakaway, kind of the most aggressive rider championship going on here.
Yes. Yeah, they've only got 30 seconds over the field, and the field is charging fast. Team Sky on the front, just like they were yesterday, just drilling it. And let's see, there's a quick step rider dropping out the back.
Well, what we saw yesterday with Team Sky coming into that final climb, I mean, they really took control all the way until like 500 meters to go.
Yeah, you had Bernal and Froome on the front of the field.
Yeah, so it'll be really interesting to see what sort of tactics they play today, if they're if they assert themselves as much today as they did yesterday. They're so strong. They have so many strong guys. I can't see how they wouldn't. I mean,
yeah, and you've got a guy like Kwiatkowski who could take a good shot at the stage win today.
Yeah. Well, let's talk a little bit about the last time the Tour finished on this climb. We were watching this earlier back in 2015. Froome was laying it down. I mean, all the way until kind of the last few hundred meters. I mean, he was really putting down the pace, which was interesting.
Yeah, he was up there, and then you also had Valverde up there. But
there's the wall. That's the wall right there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just straight up.
It's straight up
They
that
can
hill.
see the entire thing, which has got to be a little bit demoralizing if you're the first one to start up the attacks on the last time up it.
The thing I like about a climb like this is something where if you live kind of anywhere in the country, maybe except for like Florida, maybe even Florida, but there's probably a hill somewhat similar to this where you live. Like everybody has like one sort of legendary hill in their area.
I mean, even in Florida, you probably have like an overpass that just seems to go forever.
Totally. And it's, let's just hope like that the Tour de France never comes to your locale, because like if you're a native, if you're like a local amateur bike racer here, the Strava record for this, you're never even going to be able to touch it.
No.
Once the Tour goes over your local mirror.
Yeah, if you see these guys just getting thrown out the back of the field, like they're standing still, then definitely
30 red pills all day is 30 red pills a day. One of our YouTube viewers, not on the TJ bandwagon.
Oh man,
he's saying that TJ is gonna lose. He's gonna get yellow, and then lose 30 minutes on stage 18.
Oh no, that would be tragic.
This could be redemption tour for TJ. I mean,
it could. I mean, stage 18. That's the stage when they go up Alpe d'Huez, correct?
No, that's 12. That's
stage
12.
Okay.
I can't remember off the top of my head what 18 is. That could be the super short, like 40-mile stage with 3 mountain passes packed into it.
Yeah, the one where they're just gonna right out of the gate just take off.
Yeah. But I'd like to propose an alternative theory where TJ Port, as he normally does, flames out, and TJ takes over the crown and carries it for BMC.
That would
and he
be
lands
something.
on the podium.
But at the same time, it would not be any fun to watch Port.
That would be heartbreaking.
Because after last year, like, I think he needs a good tour this year.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about this climb. Guys are getting shed. I mean, I think there might be like 30 guys that come to this final group together. This is a lot different than the way this race played out in 2015. This is a lot more difficult. Looks like the GC teams are really the ones putting down the pace. Movistar, Sky.
Yeah.
Interesting to see Katusha up there. Zakarin lost almost a minute yesterday, so maybe they're trying to make up for leaving him out to dry yesterday after he came off the back.
Oh, well, they're about to catch the last remaining rider of the break, and they still have about 17K to go. It'll be interesting. Because now that they've caught the break and they still have 17K left, you might see some attacking starting up.
Yeah, we could see some attacks from some of the contenders here.
You know what? Katusha's on the front. Oh, no. That's Tony Martin on the front. I was going to say, Katusha's on the front because Tony Martin's going to attack.
He could still go. I mean, just because he's on the front on the climb doesn't necessarily mean he's not going to give it a go. There's Scoynes right up in the mix. I mean, he could be going for this stage for sure. I mean, I as much as I want to root for Trek Segafredo, they're not bringing the strongest squad. He's probably one of their more dynamic riders. So
he is, Movistar, you got Valverde there. Just
Bosenhagen is right up there.
Setting tempo. It looks like they've all kind of, now that they've caught the break, they're all kind of just
some gamesmanship,
looking around at each other.
Yeah,
who's got what.
No one wants to be the first one to light a match here.
No, especially not this far out yet. But
the climb really levels off. I mean, they say it's 2K, but it's really just that first 1K, and then it's kind of just a drag to the summit.
Yeah, it like towards the top, it goes down to 2 or 3%. Still climbing, but barely.
We have Flow Sports Senior Vice President here, Paul Herdlow, commenting, wondering how Lawson is doing. We saw Lawson is gone, but I think he's going to still make the time cut.
Lawson's gone, but so are 50 other riders. That's a fairly small field at this point. But now that they have kind of sat up a bit, there are maybe some guys coming back through the convoy of cars able to get back on before going around for one last little loop. Yeah, this is...
and this loop is...
And there we go. First attack. Oh, Scoynes.
But he's not... I think he was just going for the King of the Mountains points there.
Yeah.
But he's not continuing on.
He's happy to just drop back to the field.
Yeah. When are we going to get to hear what they're saying on their radios? That's the technology I want. I want to know what Scoynes just said back to his director there.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Jack Bauer, this is a strong move from Bauer. I mean, this is a guy who can definitely roll. I'm kind of surprised to see Mitchelton Scott going out on the attack with Yates in the fold. I mean, maybe they're just trying to make it a hard race for Yates.
Yeah, they may be doing that. And Jack Bauer is definitely a good rider for this kind of attack from 15K out. I don't know, you remember that stage a couple of years back where he got caught inside the last 500 meters or so?
Yeah.
That was agonizing.
No, I mean, if he can get 30 to 45 seconds, I would give him a shot, you know? I mean, the guy has a motor, so it just kind of depends. I can't see Quick Step or Bora or any of the teams that are kind of vying for the stage win here, giving him much leash. But
especially not some of the GC teams that probably just want to get their guys up safely, especially at the base of that final ascent of the Mur de Bretagne, because the last thing they want is to hit that climb and be in a bad position and get caught behind a gap or something. So.
Yeah, let's talk about the contenders for today. We kind of have two things going on. It's one of these weird stages where you could have a classic star like Sagan, Van Avermaet, Boysenhagen going for it, but there's also a few GC guys that we could potentially see kind of light out as well.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, you've got Port, who could power up this thing super fast. Nibali, who I think is going to win today.
Hot take from Preston Glace. Nibali.
Yeah, I think he's going to take it. I think he's been quiet really pretty much since Milan-San Remo, but he's just been gearing up for this stage. It's got his name written on it.
All right, Bauer has 22 seconds here, so this is looking pretty good.
Going out, yeah.
Yeah, this would be a phenomenal win if he's able to pull this off. And it doesn't look like there's, I mean, if you look at the field, they're pretty spread out. They're kind of all across the road, so it doesn't look like the chase is really on from behind.
No, if they continue to let him open up a gap, he could ride away with it, especially because they're getting close to 10K, and if they just sit across the road looking at each other, who's going to take up the chase? If no one does it, they just give the win to him.
Yeah, I like Nibali. I mean, he's kind of under the radar. He's a bit of a dark horse, even though he's one of the best bike racers in the world. I don't think he's not coming into this tour as like a huge favorite, although the year he did win the tour, he basically won a stage in the first week of the race in very similar fashion, just a short, steep, punchy climb. Was able to stay away and win the stage, and then went on to win the Tour de France. So I will see today, I guess, kind of how Nibali looks. The last time they did the Mur de Bretagne in 2015, he came off the back. So
yeah,
I'm hoping for better legs from him, but it is something that could suit him. Other GC guys, Valverde, as we mentioned, Port. Oh, here we go, Sky on the attack. Grant Thomas.
Oh, man. There we go.
Oh, was that just
for
a time bonus?
For the bonus, yeah.
Huh, interesting. It's interesting that no one else really went for those.
No, and Sky's kind of just scattered across the across the road on the front of the field.
But yeah, I mean, we saw Port go nuts at the Tour de Suisse and ride Quintana right off his wheel on a Category 3 climb. Yeah. So if he's, and I think he's sort of shown he's on insane form, so I think it'll be hard for him to check himself and not attack. I think we can definitely expect some fireworks from Port.
Well, and why not, right? Because he, like, if he's learned anything from Chris Froome, it's that you take time where you can.
That's true. Yeah, no, for sure.
If this is just something that's, it's just a minor Category 3 climb on this kind of hilly stage, if he can take a few seconds out, that's more time he's got later on in the race.
But I feel like those explosive efforts are a little bit different. I mean, they take more out of you than the long grinds. Like, we saw that come back to bite Simon Yates at the Giro, where he was making all these explosive efforts all throughout the first 2 weeks of the Giro to just get little chunks of time here and there, and then he cratered on the Finestre. So, I can't see, even though Dumoulin can be an explosive rider, I don't see him really going for it. I see him playing it pretty safe. My pick is Alaphilippe, who I think, Flèche Wallonne winner, does well on these steep, explosive climbs. But he also may be going for a GC ride as well. Quick-Step doesn't really have a GC guy. Alaphilippe has a decent time trial on him. He hasn't totally proven himself, even in like a week-long stage race. He kind of cratered in the Tour of the Basque Country.
Yeah.
But potentially, I mean, he's definitely, I would think, going for the stage today and maybe going for the GC.
Yeah, so you think he's going to take the stage today. Then you've also got, let's see, who else? Oh, well, we saw BMC on the front, and Van Avermaet was second wheel, yellow jersey. He's definitely someone that could go for this, although he hasn't had the best of seasons as of yet.
Well, yeah, he set the bar so high for himself last year.
That's true.
With Roubaix, and so it's going to be very hard for him to. And the year before that with the Olympics, I mean, it's going to be hard for him to. He gets fourth place and everybody starts poo-pooing Van Avermaet, but yeah, you never know. I think the climb might be a little bit too steep for him based on what we saw yesterday, or maybe yesterday's climb wasn't steep enough. Yeah, Sagan. Paul Hurdlow is going with Sagan. I mean, that's the easy pick.
Yeah.
Who can bet against Sagan? Let's see. The last time they finished on this climb, Sagan was...
I think he was third.
Fourth. He was fourth. Valverde was third. Van Avermaet was sixth. Adam Yates was seventh. So don't count out Adam Yates. Bauke Mollema, I was sort of poo-pooing Trek. I take that back. Bauke Mollema was ninth last time they did this race. So maybe Scoins they're going to 1-2 it for Mollema. He's going to help set up Mollema. I mean, yeah, you never know.
Yeah. Sagan will almost certainly be on the podium. That's almost certain. Like, even if he doesn't win, pretty sure he'll be top three.
Yeah. Is there another racer in the peloton right now that can go for a flat sprint stage and do a climbing sprint stage like this other than Sagan?
I don't know.
I thought Gaviria might be that guy, but Gaviria is not that guy. I mean, there's nobody that can challenge. I mean, it's insane that Sagan can go toe-to-toe with the pure sprinters on the flat stages and then go with the classics guys on these hilly stages.
I mean, Gaviria can make it over a lot of these more minor climbs, but when they're finishing up one, I don't think he has the power Sagan has at the finish. Like, if there was one 10K out and then they descend and flat run into the finish, he would still be there. But finishing up something like the Mur de Bretagne, I don't think he has the same strength as Sagan on that kind of stuff.
Yeah. All right, 7.5K to go. I don't think this is going to be Bauer's day. He's starting to come back here. Bora's taking interest in chasing him down.
Yeah, he's starting to feel it probably in the legs, and time gap's coming down. Peloton's going a little bit quicker than him. Although all it takes is some looking around, and his gap could go back out.
I mean, Bora is looking at Micah too. I mean, he's sort of their GC guy. So
yeah, that's the thing. A lot of these teams have a GC rider that they're protecting, and then they've also got someone who could potentially win the stage. And like for some of the teams, it's the same guy, but like you've got on BMC, you've got Port and Van Avermaet. On Sky, you've got Froome and also Kwiatkowski. Bora is really just going for Sagan, so they can kind of throw everything.
No, they have Micah also. They have Rafael Micah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. But I don't think
he's going for the stage
Sagan. I think
it's
it's tough. You're like one of the best GC riders in the world, or you're one of the best sprinters in the world, but
we've got trouble for Sunweb.
Hopefully this isn't Dumoulin.
Oh, it is.
Geschke. Oh,
Dumoulin's got a front flat.
That's not good at all.
No. 5.5K from the finish.
He's still in the caravan, though, so
yeah.
If these caravan cars are kind of nice to him, maybe we'll get some Chad Haga sightings.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Ooh, sorry.
Yeah. They
5K to go.
They had a quick wheel change, but that's really close to the finish. That is not what you want.
No, that's not good at all.
Bauer's still out there. 5K.
Did I maybe jinx Dumoulin by saying he was the one GC rider that hadn't had any issues?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Quiet until now. That field is still pretty small. And obviously there's guys that have been on the front doing their work and then dropping off. But it's luckily, so obviously this climb being straight up, there's going to be guys all across the road basically sprinting up it, right? So safety is probably a little bit of a concern.
Are they going to get in trouble here for the totally egregious draft Dumoulin is taking off the car?
I don't
know.
And
where are his teammates?
Probably going to get a hefty fine.
Where's Chad Haga?
Yeah, I don't see any teammates dropping back.
I mean, I guess this is a situation where you're sort of like, man, if we get a 30-second time penalty, we'll take a 30-second time penalty over him maybe losing a minute here.
Yeah.
But oh, man. See, back in the day, they wouldn't have here comes Bauer back.
Catching Bauer.
Back in the day, they wouldn't have all these cameras to catch everybody, you know, taking little rides off the cars and stuff. They used to turn a blind eye, but it'll be interesting to see if there's any sort of penalty for Tom there.
Yeah, he's coming back up through the caravan. He's just about to the back of the field, I think.
Yeah.
And there's a teammate.
There's a
but he just goes right by him.
Poor timing. Yeah. Oh, man. Is Tendam actually coming off the back there? It's hard. This looks like a pretty ferocious climb here. That's like a one little hill.
This is going to
uncategorized climbs.
Get rid of the last few guys that can't hang before the final climb to the finish.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Romain Bardet also having trouble.
Oh, no. And
looks like he had a flat as well.
Oh, man. Who was throwing tacks on the road?
Yeah, that's not good. And it's on the climb, which is even worse.
Well, yeah.
Dumoulin's was on a flatter section, so he could get up to speed pretty quick.
I think they go over this last little bump, and then they'll come down through the valley here, and then they'll hit the mirror.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're only a K.5 from the mirror.
You got guys coming off the back left and right.
And Dumoulin's still not back in.
No, he was almost back in contact. And then they hit this little climb.
Man. It looks like, is Bardet's coming through this group that's been dropped.
Yeah. Yeah, he's in like a gruppetto.
Oh, man.
Oh, no, it's the field.
Is it he get back in?
Field.
All right, he made it.
Sky
that must have been a quick wheel change.
Sky is just drilling it right here.
Maybe he just took a bike. What kind of blows my mind is you would think that these guys would have a bike, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't give Dumoulin a spare bike, because...
What's he doing leaning down, taking his wheel off? I mean, I guess there's just so much carnage. The cars are probably pretty far back, and...
Yeah. And a lot of it is so split-second decision that you start doing something, you just commit and do it as fast as you can.
Kwiatkowski is definitely not going for the stage.
Nope. Nope, he is on the front, drilling it for Sky. And then you've got, let's see, we've got...
Is that MTN Kubeka?
No, it is Dimension Data.
Oh, Dimension Data, yes.
They do have the Q on the back.
Yeah. This is a good stage for Bosenhagen.
It is.
Yeah. Hey, we're live here.
You guys picked the wrong booth to be in.
2K to go. Dumoulin's still off the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see them getting back in contact. Team Sky's still lined out with 5 dudes. And Van Avermaet's just sitting on the back of them right there.
Here they come. Oh, Dumoulin is not going to get there.
No.
Oh, man.
The only thing that could be worse than this is if they also get hit with a time penalty
after
the stage for the drafting.
Oh, man.
But, they're...
All right, they're on the hill.
They hit the Mur de Bretagne. They're about to start lighting it up. Who's going to take it up first is the question. Looks like Bora is starting things up, but who's going to be the first to jump out of the group?
Port is looking antsy. Port is looking way antsy.
Yeah.
Brunel's there. There's Alaphilippe.
There you go. Alaphilippe.
Os was riding incredible at the Italian National Championships.
Yeah, he was.
He is definitely on good form.
Yeah, this is, they can see the top, just only a kilometer away.
Well, it really flattens out. This is kind of the only steep section here.
Yeah.
Here's the cars. I don't think, Dumoulin is stuck in the cars, but he's not going to get back to this group.
He's out of it. Because the back, he's coming through these guys that are already getting thrown off the back. There goes Port.
There goes Port.
Doing his, he just
doesn't
even look.
Wollonga Hill.
He's breathing heavily, but he doesn't look like it's.
There comes Dan
Martin. Yeah, there he goes.
And Dan Martin.
We did not even mention him.
Yeah, that's true. And Dan Martin lost this race in 2015. He was second because he waited too long, and he's actually making the move that Viermoz made in 2015, kind of attacking right over the crest.
He's still got a kilometer though.
That's a long ways.
Yeah,
that's a long ways, and nobody's gonna let Dan Martin roll too far.
No. Is that Yates?
Looks like Yates putting the chase on. Yeah. So it's
Yates.
Mostly GC guys here.
It is.
Except for Alaphilippe. I mean, but if it comes back together, Sagan could definitely be in this.
Yeah, I don't.
Can we see Sagan?
Yeah,
there he is back here. He's like 8th wheel, 9th wheel.
Just behind the little split.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Bardet.
Yeah.
That doesn't look good for Bardet either.
Yeah.
Man, this is turning into more of a GC day than we were expecting.
Yeah.
Port's still out of the saddle.
It's interesting that Port's doing the full chase. I mean, I think Port is really riding this like he is the leader on the road. You know?
Yeah.
He doesn't want. It's interesting to see him assert himself like that. Like, I'm not going to let Dan Martin gain time on me.
No. Yeah, this is.
Is this Bardet or
no? Bardet was off the back of the group.
Is this Viermoz again?
Is he going for a repeat? Is he going to try and do another one? I mean, he got it last time.
Yeah.
Maybe this time it's going to be
they're going to go 1-2 again?
It's going to be flipped.
Oh, man. Come on, Dan. 200 meters.
Hold it.
Oh, man.
This is really good.
Yeah. Wow. That was a big effort. I think he's got it.
Yeah.
I think he's got it.
Man, they're just giving every last little bit out of the saddle, and they got to get back down and then
Valverde. Wow. Nice. Great ride.
Oh, wow. Big slap of the handlebars there.
Wow.
That was, is that Iran finishing right there?
Yeah. He's still in the mix now. I mean, what's the count back to Dumoulin?
Here comes, we got Bardet bringing it up.
Yeah, Bardet's lost some time.
Yeah, Bardet's lost time, but Dumoulin is definitely the biggest loser on the day. That was
more importantly, where did Van Avermaet finish and where did TJ Van Garderen finish?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Here comes Dumoulin, so it looks like he lost around 45 seconds, so...
He lost...
Unless they did a count back from Dan Martin.
50 seconds.
Oh, he's still coming.
Yeah, just crossed the line 53 seconds back. So that's what he wanted.
That's going to basically put Uran as the top GC rider. Fuglsang got back in. He was about 45 seconds. Froome was about 45 seconds down on Dumoulin. So everybody's kind of back to equal. Dan Martin gained a little bit of time.
Paul commented, going from 1K out is dumb, and then corrected himself and said, it's pretty smart. Worked out for Dan Martin, that's for sure.
That's why you're not in the booth, Paul. No, I'm just joking. You can come
Pierre
join us in the booth
Latour.
sometime.
Pierre Latour was the AG2R rider.
Yeah, we don't get the race radio here that the commentators get. So, but yeah, incredible move by him. Just too late. I mean, that's the mistake that Dan Martin made in 2015.
Yeah.
And was Valverde third in 2015 also? He was.
Yeah.
And
Mr. Consistent on this stage.
Sagan was up in the mix. He might have still got some sprint points there. Looks like Van Avermaet is in there.
Yeah.
So he held on to his jersey.
And Alaphilippe.
Yeah.
Big effort.
Yeah. I honestly don't know if there are time bonuses on today's stage or not. That could make a difference. That could maybe be why Dan Martin was more motivated to go for the stage win as well, and why we saw so many GC guys up there.
I think he was motivated because he came so close the last time he went up this thing.
That's true. He knew exactly what he needed to do.
Exactly. Yeah, he basically did the same thing where he got second. Last time he just went too late. This time he started up early enough and got that gap. Yeah, that was good.
Oh, yeah,
good
he
attack
had a
by
big
him.
Gap. Well, what was interesting was that Port was left so long to chase.
Yeah, I think
he was the only one really chasing. That everybody just let Port chase.
Everyone just kind of keyed off of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, they. I don't think anyone thought that Dan Martin would stick that, because they did kind of let him go initially. He came from everyone's left side, so I guess he did kind of take him by surprise going up the barriers a little bit. But
you know, they always say like, oh, well, we weren't sure if he would stick it. It was a tactical decision. I think what's left out of that is that they can't go.
Yeah.
Everybody is actually just physically incapable of going any harder.
They're on the limit. There's
Yeah.
no acceleration left.
Yeah. I mean, Dan Martin has proven before that kind of when everybody is on the limit on a hill, he has a little bit extra gear. So, man, that was exciting. And kind of first big win for him and first big win. Well, not big win for him. He did win a stage of the Dauphiné.
Yeah.
But we had an interview with him actually on the site where he talked about how important that win at the Dauphiné was in terms of adding motivation to the team and everybody sort of rallying around it. So
Yeah.
Where's the zipper on his jersey?
That is interesting. Maybe it's just you just pull it right over and
Champion Systems. Interesting. Is it just like a T-shirt?
maybe.
Huh. I'm really
That'd be
confused
interesting.
by this.
I've never seen.
We need to get our
anything like
correspondent over there to talk to him about this jersey.
Yeah.
But no, it's cool. I mean, he's I'm happy to see him win. Definitely kind of a big champion in the sport, and definitely always, for as big as a champion as he is, we always sort of underrate him. The fact that he's won 2 monuments, that he's been top 10 at the Tour. No one ever highlights him as one of the main, or, one of the most predominant contenders. But man, the guy can really race a bike.
Yeah. Yeah. If nothing else, he's aggressive
Yeah.
And when he goes for a stage win, he's not going to like save anything in case he gets caught.
Yeah.
He just goes and rocks his shoulders and goes for it.
Yeah. All right. Well, we will be back on Sunday for stage 9 of the Tour de France, the Road to Roubaix.
Yeah.
This was pretty fun.
It was.
Yeah.
So I think Van Avermaet holds on to the jersey. I think he's still in the yellow.
Yeah, here's the classifications. Dan Martin with the stage win. I think, Van Avermaet with the jersey.
Geraint Thomas is now second. TJ's third.
Oh, man. Disappointing. I think this was TJ's maybe last chance to get the jersey off Van Avermaet's back.
Yeah. Alrighty.
All right. Well, yeah, we will see everybody on Sunday for Stage 9 of the Tour de France. We will be going live approximately the last 20K or so. Should be a wild ride to Roubaix. See everyone then.
Yeah. See you later.